Met with one of my clients earlier this week who just quit her job to work her business full time. And we had a fascinating conversation with some insights that I think would be really helpful to you as you're building your online business, especially if you're working on trying to ditch your 9-to-5 job. But first, make sure that you like, save this video, and follow along because I share helpful information like this all the time. And together, I'm going to help you to boost your sales by $10,000 a month or more in the next 90 days. First things first, I think there's a lot of toxic marketing out there claiming that everything is fast overnight results and making it sound like you can just grab an easy button for this, that, or the other thing. And even some of the coaches that I follow and I highly respect, and I know that they do damn good work, are constantly sharing messages about how fast you can get results because we all know in the back of our minds everyone wants instant gratification. And so if you don't give them at least a little taste of that, like they're not going to listen to your video. But honestly, that is not what it's all about when you're building an online business. And even those people who are getting fast results, they're not getting fast results in the way that you think. I mean, yeah, maybe from the time that all of their offers are built out, their funnels are built out, everything is figured out and in place, they're ready to collect money, they know who their audience is, they know all that stuff. Maybe from the day all that's done and they start posting content, yeah, maybe from that moment, the results happen fast. But they didn't tell you about all the things leading up to that moment where they locked in their audience, they locked in their offer, they set up their systems, they're ready to collect payment, all the things, right? So you have to know that it does take hard work to get a business off the ground and there is no easy button. And any coach that tells you that there is or that there's overnight results, I wouldn't trust them very much. So the client I was telling you about, yes, she got fast results, but yes, there were a bunch of things that led up to that moment in time. So one of the first things I did with her, of course, we got solid on her foundations. Who are you? Who do you help? How do you help them? What's your price point? What does your program look like? All those kinds of things, right? Then I took her through a 90-day process that I call Audience Explosion. And as soon as she activated that within a 2-week time frame, right? So it is fast. Once she activated it within 2 weeks, she had gotten paid about $6,000 to add just shy of 1,000 people to her email list. Then what we did is over the next few years, now that she had an audience coming in, we perfected her sales system and we put it in a rinse repeat cycle so she could improve and convert better and improve. And it was that iterative process of rinsing and repeating her launch cycles and improving on them every single step of the way that really got her to the point where she could leave her day job and now work her business full time. So what I really want to leave you with is this. Now, there are no guarantees, so don't take this as a guarantee, but let's do this mental exercise, okay? If I said to you in this hypothetical world that I could guarantee that you would have the success and the results in your business that you want, but it was going to take 3 times longer than you thought, would you still do it? Because honestly, the people who really make it and who really stand the test of time are the people who want it bad enough to say yes, even if it's going to take 3 times longer than they want. And yes, even if it takes 10 iterative cycles to perfect their sales system. And yes, even if it takes more effort than they first thought. Because everyone has this idea that there's this certain income threshold. The minute you hit that, you've made it. You're there, you're on easy street, life is great. But honestly, you're in a constant growth process. Every time you're at a threshold where other people are looking at you and thinking, oh, they've made it, you still have problems, you still have challenges, you still have things you're refining, you still have things you're improving, and you realize well, I thought when I got to this point I'll have made it. I'm not quite there yet, but I'm going to keep going because I'm loving the process. And that's the answer at every single threshold, you guys, because fulfillment comes from growth, and it's a never-ending growth journey. And we almost always underestimate the amount of work it will take to get a result. Period, period, and period. You have to be constantly refining and iterating in your business. As I like to say, it's marketing, not magic, right? It is a learning process. And so if you are feeling this at all and you're wanting to quit your 9-to-5 like my client did, but this is hitting you at just the right time and just the right way, let me know because I really want this to be encouraging, but also real at the same time.